Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We have a project today that's going to be working on a lawn tractor. And as you can see from over my shoulder, I don't currently have a lawn, but never know when you're going to need a lawn tractor. We built this house about 3 years ago, and it's been a work in progress all along. I wish I got everything that we did on video, but time didn't allow it at the time that we were doing it. So I will be doing all the videos from here on out for anything that we have coming up. So, and there's quite a bit. So here's the front yard. Obviously no grass there yet. But what we have is a Cub Cadet lawn tractor. Got this one from a friend of a friend, and he was going to take 50 bucks for it. Now I had one exactly like this previously, and I paid 300 bucks for the mower, and then I paid $300 for the bagger. So I thought 50 bucks would be a great deal, and ended up giving $100. So it's $100. And there is one problem: there's no compression. So that's what we're going to be working on today, and see if we can get this thing firing off, hopefully. If not, then I'll be looking for parts to rebuild the motor so that it will be here when it's ready. But what we're going to start with is checking the valves and seeing, hopefully, that one of the valves is stuck open. Although there is signs that this has been cracked open before. So I'm going to put you down for a minute, grab some tools, and set this up and open it up and see what we get. Ooh. Yep, somebody was in here before. For sure. The clips broke. I see evidence that the clips are broken right down in here for the valve. So it's staying open the whole time. Which hopefully that's the only thing that's wrong here. So give me a couple minutes, I'll be right back. Alright, so it's been more than a couple minutes. It's actually about 2 days later. And I'm going to take this head off here. There's these 3 bolts up the top, and there's the same 3 down the bottom. I already broke the bottom ones free here, so. Let's see what we got. my haste to get this off, I forgot these 2 bolts to get this carburetor off over here. So it's just one right here, this one, and this one. And they come off very easily. One's a nut, one's a bolt. Really can't mix the 2 of them up. Carburetor will set off to the side over here. It looks like a little ground strap that I need to get off. And then I already saw that I have one push rod that's bent. This guy. I didn't take a look at that one yet, but we'll take a look at that in a minute. That one looks pretty straight on the valve that's actually broken. That one's definitely bent. Not terrible, but enough. Okay, that's interesting. Here's what it looks like on the underside. Actually, it looks pretty decent. I see everything is kind of still in place there, so might be able to just get away with cleaning this up a little bit, and I'll have to check the valve, see if it's actually bent or not, but it doesn't appear to be. And on the intake side, seems fine as well. Except there's your problem right there. No compression. So I'm going to take this up to the local dealer here and see what we can get. And let me get a flashlight. Actually, the piston looks not too bad. It looks like there's a little spot where it did hit the piston. So since I left, I ended up getting a whole head. I went to the parts store, the Cub Cadet dealer, and he's like, "Well, we can get you some parts." Da, da, da. He said, "You know what? There's a bunch of machines out back. If you want to go take a look, you might just have what we need out there." So I did find one intact. It actually looks pretty good shape. I'm gonna pull the valve cover off here and clean it up, and I'm about to clean off the surface of this. He did not have a head gasket, which is really the most important thing, but it's not a race car, so worst case scenario, we'd have to pull it back off. But realistically, if you look at this thing, it's almost perfect. So we're gonna put that one on there and hope for the best. We're gonna reuse the head bolts. We're gonna do everything that we shouldn't do, but we're gonna do it, and I think we're gonna be just fine. So let's take a look here. So I cleaned the surface of the block here, and like I said before, I wouldn't normally do this, but they didn't have one. I'm not going to wait for one. This machine was cheap anyway. I think it's going to work. It really is pretty clean, so we're going to try it out and see what happens. Worst case, we're taking it apart and doing it again. So. And I cleaned off this side of the head, but not thoroughly. I just kind of cleaned it up a little bit. There's some carbon buildup and some other stuff, but the spots where it matters, it's clean. So, let's see what we got. Get that muffler out of the way. going to do next is take this valve cover off, because I haven't even seen what it looks like inside. But should be okay. A little water, not bad. Not bad at all, actually. Especially because this thing was sitting outside, and who knows for how long. But it did look like it was in good shape, so. 15 foot-pounds to start, and then 30 foot-pounds to finish. And it goes 1, 2, all right. 1, 2, straight down, 3, cross, down, 4, 5, and then 6. Now, I said the push rod was bent on the other one, so it's good that I'm putting a new, well, new used in. Lubing it up a little bit. Whoever had this last, well, before the guy that I got it off of, I think what they tried to do was, you know, meaning the homeowner, is do all the things that they think they could do, which is change the spark plug, change the oil. They didn't know why it wasn't running, but it wasn't running. And then they finally just gave up on it. So, so there is new oil in it, like I said, and new spark plug, which is nice. I guess I should check for compression, which I think we're going to be just fine. Oh yeah. Yep. So, there is torque sequence on this valve cover, and again, the valve cover gasket is decent. As long as it doesn't leak oil, then I really don't care. So, we're just going to cinch these up, snug them up, and shortly give it a whirl. All right, let's see what happens. I had to hook up a battery here. I know that it was dead, so that bulb looks pretty good. Well, we got compression. All right, let's try this one. I think it needs a little bit of a tune-up, but it's running. So just to finish off, I didn't catch this, but I ended up getting a new battery for it because I know that was bad, but it still had some compression, had too much compression actually. It was binding up a little bit, so I went and readjusted the valves, which there's plenty of videos out there on how to do that, but I think it's 7 thousandths on the exhaust side, which is closest to the muffler, and 5 thousandths on the intake side. Very easy to adjust. Like I said, there's a lot of videos on how to do that, but now it turns over and starts very nicely. So if you like these types of videos, just remember to hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.